what we're trying to do is to open a distillery, visitor experience, and also to bring back this wonderful brand. So these three things come together. So the distillery is playing a huge part in the story of McConnell's. We are bringing distilling back to Belfast, so it is going to be a single malt distillery. Triple pot distilled malt is coming from our distillery, and the capacity of that is 500,000 LPAs a year. So it's actually currently more whiskey than what we could actually sell, that capacity of the distillery. But on top of that, we'll have a visitor experience. So that starts with you come and visit the distillery. There's different experiences that you can have while you're there. There'll be a blending experimental room where you can learn about blended Irish whiskey, because there are 4 categories of Irish whiskey. There's single malt, single pot still, single grain, and blended Irish whiskey. So you can learn how to blend your own whiskey and how it can affect the flavour profile of Irish whiskey just by mixing different styles of Irish whiskey together, and also different finishes of Irish whiskey. So it's a really interesting room. It's educational. There's also a cocktail experience, because we do, especially with our McConnell's 5-year, the green label bottle, it is a very versatile whiskey, which means that it makes for an exceptional cocktail. The flavour profile of the whiskey is citrus, floral, honey, vanilla. Those notes marry quite well with cocktails. So with elderflower liqueur, with coffee, in simple old-fashioned serves, or in a Manhattan style, some of your traditional Irish whiskey cocktails or bourbon cocktails, swap that out for Irish whiskey. So the cocktail experimental room is somewhere where you can actually have a masterclass into the importance of cocktails and how they have really helped the Irish whiskey introduce new people into the category, new consumers, people who are more skeptical about trying neat spirits. Cocktails have played a huge part in that for us. On top of that, there'll be the full tour experience where you'll learn how Irish whiskey is distilled, right from grain to glass. And then also we'll have multiple function rooms where people in the area, or our distributors or our partners, or even along the lines some weddings and functions could be held at the distillery. It is a beautiful site. It's three floors. We expect over 100,000 visitors a year. That's really what our goal is. And it's quite a large investment. It's a £22 million investment that we're putting into North Belfast, which is an area of Belfast that needs some regeneration. It's so close to the city centre. It's under 2 miles away from Belfast city centre. So it's an area that we're bringing some regeneration to as well. On the topic of when does it open, we aim to be open by October. I told you that this project started in 2016. I started in 2020. It's now 2023. So you can imagine it's been a long journey for us. We are restoring an old building, and with that comes a lot of work, time, effort. You have to make sure that you're keeping the structural integrity of the building, and also that you are maintaining the look and facade. It's a Grade A listed building, so there was lots of work done in the background until we got approvals in place to build our distillery at that site. So it was an incredibly exciting day for us in August last year, when we were eventually allowed to put the shovel in the ground and start to do some work. So it's an 18-month project altogether, and we started in July last year, and we hope to be finished by the beginning of October of this year. I don't have the exact date, but it's in around October of this year. But what we've tried to do, and what we've focused on, is trying to differentiate ourselves and what makes us unique. And a lot of people do appreciate the story and the history. They also really appreciate the flavour profile. So when actually you get liquid to lips, like I've had very little pushback on the flavour profile of the whiskey on both expressions. So I've generally had a really positive experience with McConnell's. We launched the product in Belfast and in Northern Ireland, and then also we launched at the same time in America. And from then we're now in 30 markets globally, and that's growing at a very fast pace. Last year we tripled the size of our business. The previous year to that, we doubled it. We hope to triple it again or even more. We have huge plans for the brand, and we hope that the brand continues to grow from strength to strength the way it has done over the past 3 years. We're growing as a business, and we're obviously building our distillery. We're also looking into new expressions. We're looking into single malts, and we're also looking to expand our blended series. So there's a lot to be unveiled about McConnell's over the next year. So I can only really hint at the fact that you're going to see some new releases, you're going to see the team grow, you're going to see the distillery open, and also we're going to start increasing our visibility and our marketing. So you should start to see the McConnell's brand more frequently in your bars, in your restaurants, on the shelves of your off sales, and also online. So there should be a huge online presence for McConnell's as well.